Well, hello everybody, it's Molly. Just wanted to let you know that we've been busy, working on those 2020 goals. You know, it's not easy keeping up with the Joneses. It's even harder being the Joneses. Good thing our last name isn't Jones. We're just a bunch of 95%ers here. Anyway, it's time to get crack-a-lackin'. Let's check it out, see what's new.
Well, hello. Face to face today. Have you ever had your hair in a ponytail so long that you lose your part? I mean, I've had my part on the right side for 40 years, okay? But I've had my hair in a ponytail now, like consistently, for about 3 years, to the point where I don't even have a part anymore. Anyway, playoff game. It's dusk, and I was going to start the paint by numbers. I'm really tired. So, with the energy of a hoarder faced with cleaning up the mess, I just laid down on the couch and started watching Hoarders, Buried Alive. I don't think I'm really gung-ho about painting, but today's really, you know, it's my weekend. This is my day to be able to make videos. So I should get something done. Ugh. But yeah, okay. Because, you know, the show must go on. And no, I'm not into boob shots. It's just that's where it is. Sorry. Anyway, I'm really tired. But I guess I'll try to start the painting. See the chin here? I got one. Alright. I'm gonna go grab a soda. And we'll get going on that painting. Because I really want to start it. I have a feeling once I start it, I'll have fun. And I know if I fall asleep now, I'm going to wake up in a couple hours, and then I'll be up all night, and it'll screw up my whole week. So, alright, we're going to get moving in a second. Okay, here's the real problem. Brian brought home Culver's for dinner with a shake, and it gave me a little tummy ache. So, I'm feeling a little bloated, and that makes me tired. So, anyway, okay. No Snapchat filter today. What was I thinking? I don't know. Crazy. They should make a filter that's just me. With all the eyes going in every direction. Because that's what I do. Okay, I don't know. Clearly, I forgot to take my medicine until 4 o'clock in the afternoon. A little jacked up. Okay. Let's do this thing.
She's gonna take over everything. The intros are up to us. And all of a sudden, she's gonna go all full frontal with the camera. No, I still beat you to it, honey. Okay. Now let's see what she has to say. She was trying to take it away. Not happening. Okay. Sorry. Don't mean to be so possessive. But we all have our role in life. The world needs ditch diggers too, you know. Stay in your place.
He's still alive, don't worry. Okay. Oh my goodness. Okay. They're buried. Okay. Let's get this going. Okay. There we go. Here we go. Here we go. Okay, you're gonna just have to please excuse the yawning for now. Here's our... Here's the painting we're doing. Here's the canvas. I clipped it to my little tabletop easel. I used some of those little sticky pads to just kind of hold it down. I've got my jar of water and my paintbrushes and my pillow because I was laying there watching TV. Okay. And I've got my paper to protect my table. Got my little thingy-majingers. And we're ready to go. So let me get you in a stand and let's do this thing. Okay, kids, let's start. I'm going to start in the top corner. Yeah, I can't push on it because then the light, because that seems pretty simple. We'll start easy before we work our way into chaos. Just like cleaning up a true hoard. Okay, start with something simple. Let me get my paper. Oops. So it doesn't make too much noise. Okay. Now, I'm trying to think, do I want to do the big areas first and then the little, or the little and then the big? I don't know. I guess we will do the, we'll do the big first. We'll do the big one. So, let's see here. How big of a brush do I want? That's too big. Might have to use a couple. Let's see here. Is this too big? That one might work. We'll use a couple. We'll start with this one. Start with this one. Start with that. Actually, no. No, we won't. Take that back. Let's start with, that's too fluffy. What I'm gonna do, let's see here. I don't know. Let's see. I want a nice angle sash. Okay. So these are the ones that came with the kit. It came with 3. All right. I had, at some point, I don't even know when, I bought a set of brushes. Oh, okay. I don't think any of them are really good. But we'll start with, I guess I'll start with a nice square tipped. We'll see how that works. That's not going to work very well. Let's see. We'll start with the one that they gave us. Okay. 10 and 13. Probably going to be doing these kind of simultaneously. I move my water to the other side. Okay. All right. I don't know how hard these are to open. I might have to, Oh no, they're okay. They're not bad. All right, got it. I got it. There we go. Okay. Yeah. Okay, I'm an artist. I'm sure this doesn't matter here. Go past the edge. Who cares? You can't see a damn thing, can you? Okay. Try and keep my hand out of your way. Sorry, wasn't thinking when I set up the camera over there. Now, it's a cloud, so it doesn't need to be exact. Oh, it's looking lovely. You can't see a damn thing. Yeah, I gotta move you somewhere else because this is. I just stuck my hand right in the paint. All right, bad angle. Let me move you. How's that? Is that better? It's a little better. Okay. All right. Are y'all feeling the creativity just washing through you? No? Me neither. And again, I don't think it's, crucial with clouds to color in the lines. It's okay if you go a little outside, because, that's what makes it an original. It's my own, what do you call it? Artistic freedom. Creative license? I don't know. I think all that really matters is that when you're painting, you actually cover up the numbers. That's about it. All right. There we go. Now, I think I'm gonna just dump that in the water and grab a tiny little brush to do the 13s before that 10 dries too much, so I can kind of blend it a little, possibly, maybe, we'll see, probably not. So, that magic painter guy, what's his name? Can't think of his name. I heard that my cousin's wife, that's his uncle. I could be wrong. I used to watch painting show. It wasn't him. But I used to watch a painter on PBS on the weekends. Can't remember what his name was though, but it wasn't that magic painter guy. I can't think of his name. It was a different one. A lot of landscapes. I think that's what the other guy does too. God, why can't I think of his name? I know you're all screaming it at me right now. I can see that 13 through there. I gotta get rid of it. Bob. Is it Bob? Bob. I can't think of it. Oh, you know, I had left that. I made that video saying that I was gonna spell out hoarder this year. And Hack Iver left a comment and sent me an email. She had actually started making it already for me as a gift. She hasn't been feeling well, but she told me don't do it because she's already got it. She's got it under control. So how awesome is that? That Hackie's going to be making me my hoarder sign. I'm excited. There we go. All right, doesn't that look beautiful? Now, this is 17 over here, so I guess we'll finish out these. There we go. And a little bit here. This is kind of relaxing. I think my grandmother and her sister used to paint. Now, I'm talking about when it's craft related, that's my dad's mother. Dorothy and Helen were the girls, my grandma and her sister. They were the crafty ones. My mom's mom, no, she didn't do crafts. She sewed. She made, you know, all the girls' clothes and stuff. 5 daughters. But my dad's mother and her sister, they did ceramics and painting and all kinds of things like that. Now, once I knew her when I was, you know, after her kids were grown, I never knew her to do any kind of crafts. I knew her to watch, you know, Judge Judy. Or no, I don't even know if Judge Judy was out yet. No, it was Wheel of Fortune in the People's Court. She had a home in Pompano, Florida, and I went and stayed with her for a month. Between, I think I went in 1985. It was after I got out of junior high, before high school, I think. That summer I spent a month at her house. And she had a routine. Oh, it was so much fun going down there. My one of my first cousins went with. So Grandma had me and Danielle for a month during the summer of 1985. Big song on the radio was The Cars. What is that song? Oh, what's the name of it? The one with the girl with the... She likes horses. And... Oh, God, shit. I can't think of... Brain dead today. Anyway, that was a big song on the radio. And Grandma's routine, you know, get up in the morning and she'd have toast for breakfast and read the paper and pay bills or whatever, run to the store for groceries for dinner that night or whatever. And then at 11 o'clock, her neighbor from across the street was her name Helen also? God, what was her name? I think it was Helen. And her friend Boots would come over. Now, the neighbor across the street would come every single day. Her husband's name I can remember, Skunk. But I think her name was Frida. That's right, Frida and Skunk. Okay, so Frida and Skunk lived across the street. Frida would come over every day at 11 o'clock and they would go swimming, quote unquote, together in my grandma's pool. So let's turn you just tiny a little bit here. So, and by swimming, I mean Grandma had bleach bottles that they would float on, one under each arm and one between the legs. And they would float around in the pool from probably 11 till, I don't know, maybe 12:30 or so. Occasionally, her sister Helen and her husband Ernie would come. But it was always Frida from across the street. Boots occasionally. Boots, however, had such bad arthritis in her knees that she would dive into the pool off the side, but then it would take two adults to help her get out because she couldn't get up the stairs very well because her knees were so bad. Anyway, so every day they'd float around in their bleach bottles, and I had not been in the habit of watching Saturday Night Live. So this is like my whole summer story. I'll give you my whole summer of 85. Summer at Grandma's story. So Danielle, in 1985, I would have been 13. Okay. And Danielle is, 3 years older than me, so she would have been 16. And, she couldn't go swimming this one week, and I didn't understand why. Why can't she go swimming? And then, Simon and Garfunkel was big. Yeah, Bridge Over Troubled Water. I don't think it came out that year, but my grandma had the record, so we played that constantly. Anyway, we were watching Saturday Night Live, something I didn't normally watch, and they had a skit with, shit, I am so bad with names right now. Rita, what's her name? Rita? Anyway, Rosanna, Dana, or whatever. They had a skit about why her cousin couldn't go swimming, and Danielle was laughing her ass off, and I didn't understand the joke. I also remember there was an eclipse while I was down there. That was a big deal. I never knew anything about those, but we got to watch an eclipse. It was a nighttime eclipse. And so anyway, they'd get out of the pool about 12:30, have lunch, Lunch was usually peanut butter and jelly sandwich. And then after lunch, I just remember watching The People's Court, Judge Wapner, and then later on it was Wheel of Fortune. And then Grandma would go to bed fairly early. I think it was still light out when she would go to bed. And that was the summer that Danielle, she used to do her hair up in those pink foam rollers all the time. Remember those? So they would try to do it to me. And I just looked like a frizz head. It was hard. Didn't work. My hair is very strange. The front and sides will get like fuzzy curly, and then the back doesn't do anything. It just stays straight. So I remember that. I remember my grandma's sister Helen. She had a granddaughter who was a little, I don't know if she was older than me, but she was larger than me as far as height and everything. So she had gone through her granddaughter's old clothes that she had from her, you know, staying with her or whatever, and gave me this one outfit that was this like maroon velvet suit, a top and a matching skirt. Now I'm in Florida and I'm going home, it's like July, and I was so excited about this little outfit that I had to wear it home. So there's a picture of all of us standing outside before heading off for the airport with me in my velvet clothes in southern Florida in July. Yeah. Other things we did on that trip. We went to the Keys, and I had a purse that my grandfather, her ex-husband's wife, had given me for Christmas. I had my name embroidered on it. And I had those, remember those vending machines with the prizes, and they were like in a Leg's egg, those plastic eggs, and you get a prize? Well, I had all kinds of change that I'd been saving, quarters and dimes and nickels, and that was my spending money. I had it in those Leg's eggs kind of things from the toy machine at the grocery store, and I left my purse at Burger King on one of the Keys. I was so upset. So I lost all my money for the trip. We ended up stopping back at that Burger King on the way back, and it wasn't there. Wouldn't you think somebody seeing a little purse with a little girl's name embroidered on it, full of change, little plastic eggs full of coins, would have like given it back at the counter? I probably had what, like $12 worth of change, but they didn't. So yeah, so I didn't get it back. But when we were in the Keys, we got to do a little bit of sightseeing as far as just driving around. We went to the aquarium, and what else did we do? I don't remember what else we did during the Keys. On that trip, I also remember my grandmother let us go through all of her jewelry boxes, and Danielle and I had put on like, and this is all like costume jewelry from the 60s. So it's some really gaudy stuff. But she and Danielle and I had like covered ourselves in jewelry from Grandma and laid out at the pool and had our pictures taken, thinking we were all glamorous and stuff. That was pretty funny. I had velour baby blue shorts and tank top matching set kind of thingy-majinger. Yeah, it was awesome. I was looking good. American Girl, is that it? the song, American Girl? Gilda Radner, and that's the name. Okay, it's all coming back. And it was Tom Petty, American Girl. I think that's the name of the song. And Gilda Radner on Saturday Night Live. Simon and Garfunkel, Bridge Over Troubled Water. Danielle and I both vowed that we wanted that song played at our funerals. It's a good song. I learned about menstrual cycles. Oh, and then at one point my cousin got really mad about something and said the F word, I think. And I didn't know what the F word meant. And she wouldn't tell me what it meant. Or maybe we heard it in a movie and I asked her. I can't imagine she said the F word. Must have seen it on TV, or not a TV, but on a movie. So I didn't know what a menstrual cycle was. I didn't know what the F word meant. She refused to tell me. I told me I needed to ask my parents. So when I got home from that trip, first thing I did when I hit the house was, take my brother aside and go, "What does fuck mean?" Well, he answered it with a physical gesture, and I'm like, "Oh!" So cleared that right up. Didn't even have to say a word. All right. There we go. Blend it a little bit more. Let's see here. Yeah. That's lovely. Okay. And then this gray big area here is all 17. So move that over a little bit. Move you just a tiny little bit here. There we go. All right. It's like all white. Okay. Oh, early bird specials. That was another big thing we would do. Get to the restaurant before 4. I can see the 13 through there. I have to fix that a little. Now I'm going to look at this picture a little bit and see. Yeah, so these are big poofy clouds, so I'm okay. Kind of let it have a hard edge a little bit. And what else? I know that this is, I've told this story before, so you'd have to go back and see the video for the full version, but this was the trip where I learned about, Uncle Ernie and his adventures. His garage sailing adventures. That's an old video. And then the whole taking food off of a buffet, that's a family member. That would have been... It's an exaggeration of a family member, okay? Really, it was that Burger King where we went, where I lost my purse. My Aunt Helen, because I didn't finish my burger, had me hand it over so she could wrap it up and put it in her purse so Ernie could have it later. But yeah, I come from a long line of frugal people. Which is not a bad thing. blend it a little more. There we go. There we go. That looks great. Okay. What else? Oh, we went on the Lion Country Safari where you drive your car through the safari place with the animals all right outside your car. That was cool. What else did she take us to do? Lots of days just hanging out at the pool, really. I mean, it's like built-in entertainment when you got a pool. My grandmother's car. Yeah, let's see here. Did she still have the old... I think she had the new Toyota by then. Maybe. Yeah, she probably did. Yeah. She used to have a 1970 Oldsmobile 98. It was a gigantic white boat. Oh no, she did have that, yeah. Our car, we got a flat tire on the 7-mile bridge to the Keys. I think it's called a 7-mile bridge, but whatever. Yeah, so she had this gigantic white boat of a car. And we got a flat tire on the way to the Keys. So she had to call AAA. Have them come change the tire. Yep, I remember that. I must have gone back to see her again later on, because later on she had a Toyota. So I must have visited her again when I was older. I just don't remember going back a second time. Grandma was one of those people that you only saw her like maybe once a year. She'd come up for I gotta stop saying for. She'd come up for a visit like during the summer or something every year and get to see her. I do remember once going down to her house at Christmas when I was really little. Oh, I know when I would have gone back and seen that she had the Toyota. We took a cruise when I was in high school, and my grandmother went with us. Went out of Miami. So we would have seen her house and her car then. So that would have been in 1989. So I was down there in 85 and then again in 89. Graduated high school in 1989. And that was the year we took a cruise. Okay, I'm gonna start that up now. Okay. Oh, here we go. Yeah, that's not the dog. when we went on that cruise, you know, once you're out to sea, the drinking age is 18. They don't card you anyway, but at least back then, because this is the 80s, keep in mind when we're talking about here. I shared a room with my brother and his best friend, Ed, and we ran up I think it was a $400 bar tab that week. Now, again, that doesn't seem like a lot now, but back in 1989, that was a lot for 3 teenagers. And, yeah, my brother, that was the trip where he got so drunk he passed out in the bathroom, which on a ship is very tiny. We had, you know, an inside room, no window, it was dark as shit in there. And he passed out in the bathroom and got himself stuck between the toilet and the wall. Wedged in there pretty good. Overshot that a little bit, but that's okay. I can still see it. Somebody had asked, what do you do if you run out of a color you need? I don't know. Shit a brick, I guess. I have no idea. I don't think I want to fart around with contacting the company. Okay, not even close on that. Getting into some pretty tight areas. I should probably switch to a smaller brush. Probably. Let's just get this big stuff first. There we go. Now we'll fill it in with a little brush. Yeah, all kinds of alerts going off here. Spent a lot of that cruise intoxicated. Oh. I did end up dating my brother's friend after that for about a year. The Love Boat. Okay. Let's see. I'm gonna lose my spot here. However, in dating his friend, I did come to realize why my brother's such a shithead. So, I think we were together 14 months. And I had suspicions that something hinky was going on. And, yeah, my brother would cover for him. Give him an alibi for where he had been. Which is really shitty. You'd think he'd, you know, protect his sister, but no. Provided an alibi so that the boyfriend could hook up with his ex-girlfriend. That was kind of really shitty. Anyway, that's when I decided that I was never, ever gonna cheat on somebody, because that is horrible feeling to have somebody do that to you. So however, you know, at that point I was what, 18, after dating him for a year. When I was younger than that, I didn't have so much moral fiber and ethics. I had a boyfriend who was my college roommate's brother. We all went to high school together. Started dating my friend's brother. He was a year behind me in school. So when I went off to college, he was a senior. And, God, that 17 just goes all over the place. I don't want to keep going. I'm going to stop here. Look, it goes here and up there. And blah, blah, blah. I don't want to do all that. So yeah, I was dating him when I went on that cruise. So I got what I deserved. I ended the relationship with him in order to start dating my brother's friend. And then he ended up screwing me over. Oops, sorry. He ended up screwing me over. So I got what I deserved. Learned my lesson. I don't know, does that shit really count though when you're 17? I suppose it does, doesn't it? Probably still hurts just about the same. Alright, let's do a little blendy here. I just dipped my brush in a little bit of water, kind of try and feather it out a little bit here. I don't know if that's going to do anything. I missed a spot. Okay. Right in there. I was a very, very naughty girl. I got my I learned my lesson. Don't ever do that again. Okay, kind of fixed it. There we go. I'm just glad I learned that lesson as a teenager and not after, you know, married with children. That would be a disaster. clouds are supposed to be swirly, you know. I don't know if I totally fucked that up. Probably. I'll have to see how it looks when it dries. Looks a little thin. Yeah, those are supposed to be shadows. Alright, let's go back to the shadowy color here. There we go. Yeah, that's better. Just kind of keep it a very wet brush. Just smush it around. That part over there, though, I want to get that better. Right in here. There we go. There. Much better. Not liking that though. That's alright. And it's just water.
Daddy's gotta go potty really bad.
Alright, I think that looks pretty good. I kind of want that a little more blendy. Blendy. It's the technical term. Good enough. See, here's where the issues come in. I can't stop. Can't leave it alone. Right. That's good. All right, let me just dump my brushes in the water real quick here. All right. So apparently the oil isn't as big of an issue as I was expecting. Not like oil house paint, you know, where you gotta use mineral spirits to clean it all up. It's not that bad. You want to make sure when you close your little pots, get them really good and tight so they don't dry out. But I used 3 colors. I used 17 is the white, 13 is the green, 10 is that blue, and then I've got my little jar of water. And let's take a little step back and take a look at this here. Alright, well, it's kind of dark in here. We've got a lamp going, so it's a little bit of glare, but oop! Ah, okay. So far, clouds. I've succeeded in clouds. You want a nice tight. You can see a little bit of the lines sticking through, but I'll hit that next time. Fix those. But yeah, so far so good. All right, well, that was fun, and we'll continue again sometime in the future. This nightmare. Okay. See you guys in the next one. Have a great week.
Clouds. She's accomplished clouds. Some really nice clouds. Let's go back to watching hoarders. It's a whole lot more interesting than watching paint dry.